Yeah, I never will forget. I never will forget. I had a sad accident that happened to me. Sad accident. I was laying down in my own house, tending to my own business. You know, I take my beauty nap every day at noon, and I sleep my mouth open. You know, a rat took my mouth to be a rat hole, and they were running in my mouth, and I swallowed him down. I jumped up. I said, "What is it?" She said, "What is it?" Oh, I said, "I swallowed a rat." She said, "Now, there you go. We just brought me and the doctor just brought you out from down there, and we got to send you right back down there." I said, "No, I swallowed a rat." She said, "How'd it happen?" I said, "I was laying down flat on my back. You know, I take my beauty nap. You know, I sleep my mouth open. Yeah. I said, a rat took my mouth to be a rat hole and run in there, and I swallowed him down." She said, "Hadn't you better go see a doctor?" I said, "I reckon so." That rat was cutting up in my stomach when I got down to that doctor's office. I said, "Doc, I got rat eat on the stomach." He said, "Yeah, and we got to send you right back down where you come. That's where you're going." I said, "No, Doc, you done gone lost your mind again already." I said, "No, Doc, I swallowed a rat." He said, "How'd it happen?" I said, "I was laying down flat on my back. You know, I take my beauty nap every day at 12, you know, good-looking rascal like me. Yeah, and I sleep my mouth open." He said, "Yes." And a rat took my mouth to be a rat hole and run in there, and I swallowed him down. He said, "Ain't much I can do about that, but I can give you good advice." I said, "Doc, please, give me that good advice, sir." And he said, "You go up down to that grocery store, you get your 10 cents worth of good old strong Limburger cheese." I said, "Yes, sir, Doc." And he said, "You go get your old Tom's cat." I said, "Yes, sir, Doc." And then you go back down to your own house and lay down flat on your back. Place that cat on your chest and the cheese on your chin. Say, when that rat gets smelling them good old Limburger cheese, he come up and that cat catch it. I said, "Yes, sir, Doc." I done just like the doctor said, you know. I went on up there to the grocery store and slapped a dime on the counter and give me 10 cents worth of them good old strong Limburger cheese, grocerman, and make them strong. Yeah, he cut me off a piece. I could smell them while he's cutting them, you know. I believe that rat smelled them too, because it turned over my stomach one time. Yeah. Now, I didn't have no Thomas cat, but I know old lady said she couldn't hear nor see good either, so I borrowed that cat. People say I stole him, but stealing and borrowing the same thing. If you borrow something, you know you ain't going to pay it back. If you steal something, you know you ain't going to carry it back. So I borrowed that cat. I went on down to my own house, taking that doctor's advice. I laid down flat on my back, placed the cat on my chest, cheese on my chin. I was laying there, you know. Way by and by, that rat coming smelling them good old Limburger cheese. Yeah, I could feel him when he's coming on up. I could feel him making a step right out of my ribs, coming on up. And after a while, that rat made a dive for the cheese, and a cat made a dive for the rat. Right there where I did it. Oh, I did it. Damn if I didn't swallow rat, cat, cheese, and all. Yeah, the funny things happen in the world, you know. Yeah. I never will forget when me and the British and the Frenchman, we're discussing who could stand the most gas. I said I could stand the most for a good old America, and the Brisbane said I could stand it for the Englishman, and the Frenchman said, bomb swab, I can stand it too. Yeah, we didn't have no gas. Well, we never had enough money to buy them, but I tell you what we done, we got a big old billy goat, and we put him in an airtight room and run him around in there. First thing went in there was a Frenchman. He went in for France. He stayed in there 2 seconds, come out with his hand over the bomb swab. Yeah. Next one, the British. He went in for Great Britain, you know. He went in there and he stayed about 2 seconds, he come out. Got enough. I was going in for a good old America, you know. Yeah. I said, let me in there. Yeah, they'll run the billy. They'll run in there and run the billy goat around 2 or 3 minutes. Then told me to jump in there. I run in there and I run around through there again. And then I run around through there myself and jumped up and down. And pulled off my coat and held up my arm. You know what happened? Damn goat come out. Yeah. Yeah. People hollering about Uncle Sam this, Uncle Sam that, Uncle Sam t'other. Just look what he done for the poor little pitiful woman folk. Made time so tight on they couldn't buy powder, they had to use flour. Wasn't nothing for me on a hot July day when they get to sweating and walking down the street. I just reach my hand on their chin and catch biscuits dropping off. People hollering about Uncle Sam this, Uncle Sam that. Yeah, look what he done for me. Put me on a little old fuzzy box back suit. Throwed a rifle in my arm, stuck a bayonet on it. Put a soldier on my right hand side, a soldier on my left hand side, and a jackleg preacher behind me. Open up a little testament. Said, march on, my three brave men of the victorious, march on. Man on my right hand side, he got shot out. Old Reverend didn't make it a bit better. March on, my two brave men of the victorious, march on. Man on my left-hand side, he gets shot out. Old Reverend didn't make it no better. March on, my one brave man of the victorious, march on. I said, yes, Reverend, but it's time to curve now. When I struck out and them Germans shot at me, I heard the bullet twice. Heard it one time when it passed me, and I heard it when I passed it again down the road. Yeah, yeah. Old Reverend couldn't get close enough to catch nothing but the tip end of my coattail. He was right behind me. Yeah, when he called over to my tip end of my coattail, he opened up that little testament. Said, don't run, son. By God we live, and by God we die. I said, yes, Reverend. Turn my coattail loose, and by God, I'm gonna fly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, now here's a piece of paper here. Yeah, here's a piece of paper here. You know what it says? You know what it says? Lord God. This is Jews paper, you know. I found the Jews back out. Yeah. There's an old man was getting off a streetcar and his foot slipped and he broke his leg and they carried him to the hospital and he died instantly. Now mine don't read over here like this. You know what it say here? Old man, cut off a little shorter, streetcar, feet slipped, there he are. Look at here, though. Now they don't need to go into that whole lot of great detail like this. Look what it say here. Say Sam June's pool room. His wife brought his dinner to him. On a Marchy day, and the wind blew her dress up a little, and the little boy laughed. Sam Jones took a pool stick and knocked his eye out. Carried him to the hospital. He died instantly. Now, I don't read that way over here. Look what it says on this side. Cut off a little shorter, but it's the same thing. Wind blew, dress high. Boy, look, lost eye. Oh, yeah. Look at here, old lady Kate. Now, you don't need a... Now, look here. Say, old lady Kate. She was the mother of 28 children. They took her to the hospital this morning, and she died instantly. Now you turn right back over here. You ain't gonna go through no long detail. Look what it says. Old lady Kate, she had 28. She would have had another, but damn if it ain't too late. I never will forget when I was on that trolley car that time in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Yeah. I was on that trolley car, and I was sitting down beside a big fat mama. And every time, after a while, we rode a little piece. Man said, ding, ding. I said, what's happened? He said, all off, big boy, this far as I'm going. Yeah. That big fat mama got off, she changed every time I changed. Looked like she weighed about 400 pounds. Yeah. After a while, I rode about 100, looked like no mile. My money's getting a little, and a little. while, that streetcar man said, ding, ding. I said, what happened? He said, all off, big boy, this far as I'm going. Yeah, I got off, big fat mama got off right side of him. Me and her, my money's getting a little and a little low. I rode about 100 more blocks over that streetcar conductor jump. Ding, ding. I said, what happened? He said, all off, big boy. This far as I'm going. Yeah. Me and that big fat mama got off and changed cars. After a while, we riding on that and along, and after a while, them cars, two trolley car met another trolley car and had a collision. And knocked me and that mama down a big 50-foot field. Every once in a while, she'd roll over on me, and after a while, I'd roll over on her. And after a while, she'd roll over on me. Then again, I'd roll on over her. When we hit down the bottom of that field, she was on top of me. I never had no bell to ring, but I told her, I said, all off, big fat mama. She said, how come? I said, this far as I'm going. Yeah. Funny things happen in this world. Yeah. I never will forget when I was on that train. Yeah, I was on the train, you know, and a wine come through there. First spoke to me.
What come through that sound?
How you, mister?
Why?
I said, all right, how you?
Why, mister?
And a lady sitting over there with a baby in her lap, you know. He was kind of on the ugly side, you know. His mouth was long enough to eat peas out of jug. Yeah. And that wino looked over there and spied him. He said, lady, that kind of ugly little baby you got there. Lady said, that's my baby. He said, I can't help it with you. Say, sure God is ugly. That wino, you know, walking through the train. She said, don't talk about my baby like that. She come in crying. The conductor come running in there. Said, what's the matter, lady? Said, that old wino talking about my baby.
What the woman
Say, he's ugly. The conductor said, well, we don't allow nobody to insult people on this train. Said, they called the cook, the sheriff cook, and said, come here. Said, come in here. Said, you fix this lady a plate. And he walked back to the door and looked back and said, by the way, fix the monkey one too, baby. Yeah. Funny things happen in this world. Yeah. Funny things happen in this world. Yeah. I'm standing here thinking and thought about a grown man, a man that would take his fist and hit a woman. He ought to be carried 11 miles above the cloud and made to walk back. I never in my life seen my pa raise his hand this way to hit my mom. He always uppercutted the old lady. Yeah? I don't know. Little fire. You ain't scared of fire is the way you've been coming. When you got to go down and torment and meet that old man down there with that pitchfork. Yeah. I'm thinking and thoughting about back in ancient time. Back in ancient time when bullfrog was counting up collection. Back in ancient time when bullfrog counting up collection, boy go see a girl, they're sitting on an old settee about these many wide. Ma sitting over there with a half a box of snuff in her mouth. Pa sitting over there with an old cob pipe in his mouth. An old 8-day clock sitting up on the shelf. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. But nowadays, things have changed. Boy go see a girl now. Pa going to the poker game. Ma going to the bear garden. That boy and score squeeze down in a little old settee about these many big. Little old 98-cent clock sitting up on the shelf. Get together. Yeah. Funny things happen in this world. Yeah. Funny things in this world happen. I never will forget when I was on that trail and on that train heading for Mobile, Alabama.
I'm coming.
And I sat down and tried a pretty young teenage girl. Oh, she weighed about 150, my size, you know. Yeah. And one time I sat down, I said, "Excuse me, lady, I'm a drummer from Mobile." She didn't say anything at all, you know. And we rode on down a little bit further. I said, "Lady, I'm a drummer from Mobile. What might be your name?" She didn't say anything. After a while, we passed by a man. He's flying one of them long-haired donkeys. And he give a hoop. About time we got by me. Oh, ah, 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 ah. I said, "Excuse me, lady. I'm a drummer from Mobile. Can you tell me what's that out there hollering like that?" She said, "Where his feet look, and where his yell flop down, and where he hollered, he's like another one of them damn drummers from Mobile." Yeah, yeah. Funny things happen in this world. Yeah, yeah. After them few of them up, I'm endeavorated to sing you a song. The title of it is, "Never Go Around with a Man's Wife, letting you can go 2 rounds with him." Yeah, yeah. My daddy told me one time, he said, "Son," I said, "Yes, sir, Paul." He said, "I know where some cub bears at, and I know exactly when time that old mammy bear leaves." I said, "Yes, sir, Paul." He said, "I want you to go there. I reckon you can go down with me." I said, "Yeah, I'll go down, sir." We went on down to the bear's den. You know, my Paul, I had one of the Paul's Paul ever since Paul's got to be Paul. And I had one of the Roguish's Paul ever since Paul got to be Paul. He could steal chicken out of the poles and leave the feathers up there cackling. Yeah, 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 it's my Paul was a lion Paul. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He said, "I know where that couple of bears at now." I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "I want you to go down there with me." Paul had an old mule called Seymour. Yeah. Paul fed him well, you know. Seymour, didn't call him Seymour. You could Seymour rib and you could mule. Yeah, yeah, I'm warming up. Yeah, yeah. Old Seymour could trot so fast that they had to get somebody to hold a hole in front of him and keep his feet from catching on fire. Yeah, everybody called him Razorback 80, but his right name was Seymour. Paul had fed him high. Yeah, Paul fed old Seymour high. Put Seymour in the stable and throw the hay in the log. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, he said, "Let's go down now. I want you to rob them back. We want to rob them while that old cub back. She leave at 12 o'clock every day." So I've been watching her for 3 days. Yeah, I said, "All right, Paul." We went on down there. We got to the den. Sure enough, the mammy bear was gone. Yeah. Paul said, "You stay up on there now. I'm going down in the den." I said, "All right, Paul." Paul went down in that den. Wasn't 2 minutes time before my bear come. When she come, she run by me and run in the hole, and I grabbed her by the tail. Paul hollered, "Hey, son." I said, "Yes, sir." "What down in the hole?" I said, "You'll find out if the tail hole break." Yeah, 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 the funny thing there. Man, you better straighten up, Aaron. Ah, you better straighten up now, Aaron. Ah, you better straighten up, Aaron. When the buzzer took the monkey a ride in the air, monkey thought everything was on the square. Way up in the air, tried to zip him from his back, on around his neck. Said, "Straighten up, Jack. Now you better straighten up and uncramp them wings and man, you better straighten up and Then the buzzer told the monkey, "Say, you choking me. Release this tight hold, swear to God I'll set you free." The monkey looked the buzzer rat dead in the eye. That sound teaching, Jack. I believe you're telling a lie. You better straighten up, big boy. On cramp, come way down. Oh, you better straighten up, Aaron. Papa don't. Oh. I went to a church, laid my hat on a seat. Lady signing on, ain't this sweet? Excuse me, lady, you got me wrong. Let me have that thing you're sitting down on. You better straighten up now. Oh, you better straighten up now. Hey, you better straighten up, man. Girl they called Cherry Red. Shimmied in front of, the fool fell dead. Shimmied in a Cadillac, shimmied on a Ford. God, she shuck it on the running board. You better straighten up, hon. Oh, you better straighten up now. Hey, you better straighten up, man. Well, you, oh, there you. Yeah, I thought he's done gone on. Yeah?